Hello and welcome to A Slice of Pie. Not much going on the channel this week, mainly because I've been working. Family. There's a lot of family in there too. It's holiday season, you know? You have family, you've got work. There's just not much time for anything. I did switch the camera to manual focus because autofocus pretty much screwed up my last video. Thanks, autofocus. So we're on manual focus now, and I think it looks okay. Other news, I'm terrible, and I edited the video that I said was going out on Wednesday today, and it ended up going out on Thursday. So, yeah, I'm a terrible human being. But, video should be up by the time this one's up, and yeah, everything should be cool. So let's just go right into the game news because we actually have a decent amount of game news. Alright, so game news. Gaming! I don't know where that came from. Gaming news! Jazz hands. Alright, gaming news. So what did we get this Game Awards? Well, we actually did get a few interesting announcements. One, we got our second new fighter announced for Smash Brothers, and it is Joker. No, not Batman Joker, like Joker from Persona. Which is interesting because Persona is generally never on Nintendo consoles. So, I think other than like there was that one weird crossover with Shigami Tensei because they're the same franchise, but I think there was a weird crossover on the 3DS, if I wasn't mistaken. But I digress. Persona character in Smash, interesting. That's all I can say is it's just really interesting. I'm excited to play Joker in Smash. A lot more than the Piranha Plant, to be honest. So it could mean we might get Persona 5 on the Switch. I don't know because Final Fantasy VII remake that is in limbo never was announced for the Switch, and Cloud is in it. So I mean, it could be or could not be. It all depends. Let's see. We also have that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Looks like a mobile game, but could be fun. It's by Team Ninja, which means it's probably going to be just a really nice beat 'em up. They tend to make games that are fun. Like, I haven't had a Team Ninja game that I haven't enjoyed. So, yeah, it's probably going to be fun. It's just weirdly a Switch exclusive. Far Cry New Dawn. Okay, post-apocalyptic Far Cry. Yes, please. Like, I actually like this idea. I like the Far Cry series. It's just I've had a love-hate relationship from 3 onward with the series because it's like I like the games, but I also don't have time for the games because they tend to be long and drawn out. So, adding a post-apocalyptic Far Cry, I actually can get behind that. As long as Far Cry New Dawn is a better experience than Fallout 76, I will enjoy it. I am sure. So, yeah, let's move on from that story. Crash Team Racing. Weird story with this game. I spent hours beating the first and second one. Like, I spent a long time. And so I actually do have a bit of nostalgia for it. So to see it come back in its full force, yes, I will buy it. And then finally, Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is being made by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas, which some people argue is the best Fallout game. Story-wise and story branching, it is definitely above the other games. So, the fact that we are getting a game by a studio who's known for making games like that, and it looks kind of like Fallout in space, it makes me excited. Like, Outer Worlds could suck still, but it looks good. It really does look good, and I'm looking forward to it. So, once that comes, it's on my PC, and I will be playing it because it looks pretty damn good. Now for the tech news. AMD just released their newest driver suite, which includes some interesting features, including on-the-fly fan curve control, on-the-fly overclocking, the ability to stream your games to a mobile device, which that's pretty cool, especially because the only way to do that on NVIDIA is to buy a shield. And a bunch of useful features for PC builders and PC enthusiasts. Most of these features are requested features that people have been asking for a while, and AMD's like, sure, let's go ahead and do it. There have been minor improvements to Relive, minor improvements to game performance, and even certain games that are considered esports titles have had extra optimization put into them. Those are games like Overwatch, CSGO, anything that's considered an esports title. So in general, it seems pretty positive, and for once, like, it actually is worth talking about a driver update, as weird as that is. Now let's go to Team Blue. Team Blue. Alright. Intel has not really satisfied with how AMD has been dominating the news cycle, had their own event today, or not really today, but like 2 days ago, where they talked about a new architecture where they are stacking multiple components on top of each other, very similar to how HBM2 works in the Vega cards and HBM in the Fury cards. And it reminds me a lot of that, and it could actually be a huge advancement in CPU processing, which in my mind is amazing, because this is what we really wanted to see when AMD started swinging back. We wanted to see Intel also try to fight back in a way that we would get innovation. They also talked about their new dedicated GPUs and their APU technology. Now, it's actually no secret in the PC building space that Intel APUs have been shit for a while. Like, they work, but they suck. And especially when AMD has actually tried to make their APUs compatible with games that actually would be difficult to run on an Intel APU. They are now 2 times better at performing visual tasks, according to Intel, which could push them into the halfway decent mark, which is where the AMD ones are. I'm gonna be honest, they're still not like as high as a graphics card. That being said, Intel is going to be releasing their own graphics card sometime, I think in 2020 is the deadline for it. It's going to be interesting because now we're going to have Intel, NVIDIA, and AMD. And the only part of this that kind of concerns me is the fact that already now with AMD, one of the reasons why I use the Vega in my Ryzen system is because Vega has extra features with Ryzen and vice versa. Intel could do the same thing, and this is going to leave NVIDIA, who is currently the top of the line, the head dog in this fight, kind of at a disadvantage. Now, NVIDIA really could decide that they are going to just start making processors, and it might even disrupt the processor space. But I don't know if they will. And honestly, knowing Intel, it's just kind of like a knowing Intel kind of situation. I do think that they're going to follow AMD's path of having extra features, but maybe on a higher level. Like, I could see Intel making a unlocked graphics card that does extra for workloads only if you're using a server processor from them. So it could be awesome. It could be what we need to actually shake up the GPU market even more, or it could be very bad for NVIDIA, and I don't know how it's going to go, honestly. I do not know how it's going to go. But that was it, really. I mean, tech news, gaming news, we're done with the show. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed watching, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe. God, this show is terrible, but I love making it. So thank you guys again. Yeah, just Wolfie out.